The area's dominant male lions, Kinky Tail and Mr. T, have mauled a male from an invading pride. 4 raiders arrive after sundown, hoping to claim the area's territory as their own. The 2 dominant males confront the invading pride. Lodge manager Karen Vandermerwe and ranger Peter Rundle rush to the scene.
The 4 youngsters turned and they ran. And Kinky Tail, who was the dominant of the 2, pursued.
I thought, no, I can't believe this. It's going to happen again.
A massive war broke out.
The 4 young invaders used their combined mass of over 1,600 pounds to maul their victim.
Kinky Tail had absolutely no chance. He was being torn to pieces.
As far as lion fights go, it's as savage and as brutal as it gets. They savage him. They tear him to pieces. There is such intent to kill.
In order for the young lions to take over the territory, Kinky Tail must die.
I've never experienced something quite that brutal.
4 lions were pulling. One was pulling a leg, the other one was biting him on the neck.
One of the younger individuals was between his hind legs, savagely damaging the genitalia and the soft underbelly, exposing some of the intestines.
It was a male lion that you got used to. You love them, and witnessing him being pulled apart is not nice.
The intensity of the fight suggests that they prepared to put everything on the line to fight for this territory.
The barrage went on for what felt like 3-4 hours. And then suddenly there was a snap that sounded like a gunshot. That broke in his back. It was the final blow.
I couldn't believe my eyes. It was just too much. It was too much.
Unexpectedly, Mr. T arrives to defend his pride brother.
He was winning the encounter when the second line peeled off and went to his brother's assistance. Mr. T took a serious pounding.
Then Mr. T knew it was time to run.
The young attackers pursue Mr. T. Kinky Tail is left alone, bleeding, injured and unable to escape.
Suddenly, the 4 came running back towards Kinky Tail.
On arriving at his body, they savagely attacked it for a second time. The smell, the sound, the sight of it all, it's a little overwhelming.
Despite the intensity, Peter and Karen must abide by the national park philosophy to let nature take its course with minimal human interference.
You always see and hear about lion fights, but now it's happening. It's real. The most gruesome stuff we could ever think about happened. They started feeding on him while he was still alive.
For lions to eat other lions is fairly unusual. It's almost like the final act of dominance over this individual that they've taken out.
They'd eaten most of his hind legs when Kinky Tail finally took his last breath. We didn't stick around for too much longer.
When we all returned to the lodge, it was just a somber mood. Nobody knew what to think, what to say.
The roaring didn't stop. Not until 6-7 o'clock the following morning. It was constant.
Karen and Peter drive out to the lion battlefield. Not much is left of Kinky Tail.
What we found there was very disturbing. We only found his head and then his 2 front paws. You can't believe something so special or so proud comes to a humble end like this.
The sight was an emotional moment. When you've spent 4 years viewing an animal of His Majesty, to now see a jackal running off with a very large portion of his mane is a little heartbreaking.